I haven't skated in like 2 weeks, but this past Sunday, Skate Bum picked me up and we went out to the Wilkes-Barre skate park again. And I didn't have any goals in mind. I just wanted to work on some stuff. So I skated the hip, played on the ledge a little bit. Like I said, I hadn't skated in 2 weeks. So everything in this video, skating wise, is just me practicing the basics more or less, doing some 50s, a couple 50 variations, not many, just messing around, having fun. I had no real goals. I had nothing that I wanted to film. I just decided to film. So I like skated the hip, if you can even call it a hip. It's so mellow that I can't even really register it as a hip. But in other news, there is a new skate park opening up in Scranton, which I will be going to sometime very soon. So I'm going to film there. I'm going to do a tour of the park, and hopefully I can get a session in when it's not too busy. But that's pretty much it for the intro. I'm going to throw in a review somewhere in here of my VX deck because it's been about, I don't know, when I started skating it before I went to Woodward. So it's been about 6 months. So I'd like to give a review on that a little bit, give my thoughts on what I think of the VX decks. But for now, let's just get right into the skating. So I've been skating this Santa Cruz VX deck for a little less than 6 months. Started skating it in June. I've been skating parks, I've been skating streets, I've been skating pretty much all my skating is on this. I did buy a birdhouse when I was at Woodward, which I skated for like a day, and then I realized it doesn't make sense swapping between boards, keeping one for street, one for transition, because I was going to keep the birdhouse for transition, but I decided not to. But this is the VX deck. I have some thoughts. As you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit of razor tail, but it has not affected the pop at all. It definitely hurts my hand, but it's not too bad. The board has great pop. It's a twin tail, so the nose and the tail are the same. I prefer that because I don't like. I used to like bigger noses, but now I'm at the point where I'd rather be able to skate both sides of my deck and not have any variation. It's 825. It still slides. It's not the Ever Slick. I've taken this down rails. I've taken this down drops. Impact wise, this thing is a tank. I have to find the clip. I'm probably not going to edit it in here because it's somewhere in my bunch of Woodward footage. But there's a drop I did, and this board literally touched the ground. Like the center of the board touched the ground, and it popped right back up, and there's no real flex or anything. It's still sturdy as hell. That's another thing I want to talk about, is it is sturdy. It is very sturdy. It feels stiff. It feels like it's never been broken in, and I don't know if I like that or don't like that. I kind of like it because no matter what, it retains its shape, and there's like no flex or anything, but at the same time, it is kind of stiff. And I don't know if it's me or the board, but I have problems landing heel flips on this. I can flip them, but I don't know. I think that might just be a mental problem. I'm not positive. My buddy got on it, and he said it reminds him of a plank of wood. I don't get that. It's maintaining its shape good. It's definitely solid. It doesn't give. It's not super heavy or anything. So honestly, it's not bad at all. But for the price point, I paid $90-something for this deck. If you're not breaking decks all the time, there's absolutely no reason to buy a VX deck. If you don't plan to skate, if you're one of those people who like to swap decks often, there's absolutely no reason to buy a VX deck. This is lasting forever. Like I said, it's still got razor tail coming, but it does not affect the pop whatsoever. There is a couple issues I've had where it does dent. Let me see if I can find some dents. Like, I don't know if it'll pop up on film, but there's a dent here. There's some dents on it. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but that's weird. But there's no cracks. There's no pressure cracks. I can also say that my hardware, I have never tightened once. I've put them on, tightened them down. I have not had to adjust them one time. And that is something I've never had with a board. Usually, every couple of weeks, I have to get my tools out, tighten down the bolts. I don't have to do that with this. But while I'm still going on about it, I'm still skating those Black Thunders. I got Bones Hardcore Hard bushings, which I absolutely love. I'm a big boy, and these things, I've had them since I got the board because I didn't skate them until everything was put together. So there's no cracks or anything on these. I absolutely love these bushings. I was rocking Rick the Clouds at one point, but when I went to Woodward, the ramps were, how do I put it? When I went to Woodward, the wheels absorbed too much and were too soft and sticky, so I couldn't keep speed. So I ended up buying some Spitfire Formula 4s, and I'm enjoying them. The bearings, Bone Swiss Super Swiss 6 ball or something like that, and they're really good. I can't really tell the difference between those and my regular Bone Swiss, but I have them. But that's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to give a quick little breakdown of the VX decks and saying, unless you break decks and unless you like keeping one solid setup at all times, don't even bother with a VX or a Flight because they're expensive. If you have the extra money, sure. If you don't have the extra money, it's really more of a gimmick than anything else. It's solid. It definitely absorbs impact, and it definitely does not break. It holds up. It's very strong, but it's very niche. There's absolutely no reason to spend that, especially with the price of decks these days. they're insane. But since I mentioned it, I figured I'd pull it out. This is my birdhouse. I got this at Woodward. It's an 8.5. I did the grip myself. It's half black mob, half clear mob. And it's funny because you can feel the difference between the mobs. The black mob is way more grippy than the clear mob. It's Aaron Jaw Smoky deck. I've got standard 8.5 Thunders on there. They're not fancy or anything. They're just straight silver. I have my Old Bone Swiss in here. And then I have Spitfire Old Schools. I think they're Old Schools. Hold on, what are they? No, they're Formula 4. Yeah, these are actually Formula 4 as well. So there's that. But yeah, this was my other deck. I only skated it once on transition, and then I was like, it makes no sense. But once I retire the Santa Cruz, this is the deck I will be skating. And with that, have a great day.